Hello, everyone, and welcome to the live trading room recap for Tuesday, May the 1st. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions for me? This is the email address you can use. A link to get into our free room. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our free trading room. This is a subscription link. There's a 15% instant promo code there for you. They're on a monthly or an annual, and either on our standard or premium services subscriptions. Excuse me. I open the room at 9 o'clock every day, around 9 o'clock every day Eastern Time. That's when I start to share my screen. I get live on the mic at 9:05, and I go to 3:30 Monday to Thursday and 3 o'clock on Fridays. All right, well, as I just before I started this video, I indicated I'm not really on my game today, I have to admit. I missed a couple of things early and couldn't quite catch up. However, lots of exciting things happened in the room. Starting off with Heat Biologics. Man, oh man. This had, of course, an incredible day yesterday. A lot of people in the room took this one. And, you know, we do our pre-market work. This move area, this tan area here is the pre-market activity. The move area is after hours yesterday. Not too much action. But look at this. I mean, it kept moving up in the pre-market. Problem I had with it is all these topping tails and bottoming tails. You know, just trying to determine a direction. I would have loved to have hopped on this one had not all this happened. You know, there's a big bottoming tail down there. But anyway, a lot of people took this right around this area. I did not, and for a tremendous price or gain. Let's see what else happened. For me, I am not in this anymore. I thought I was going to swing this one. This kind of frustrated me a little bit. I think I was in this one twice. I got stopped out the first time. Took the trade again right around here, I think 11:33, right around here. And, you know, it popped up to 1160. Probably should have taken some out, but, you know, this has been a high flyer over the last few days. I mean, obviously, look at this, 363. It had earnings today. And the interesting thing is that when you look at it released earnings after, no, I'm wrong. It released earnings pre-market today. Look what the initial reaction was. I mean, just a big sell-off. Got down to 883, but then by the time the market opened, there's the print right there, 10. I mean, what a pop, but very whippy on that first 10 minutes, on that first 15 minutes. Look at that topping tail, look at that bottoming tail, but then it started to take off, and so I decided that, okay, and then it went positive. I mean, you can see, you know, right there, it went positive. So from being down quite a bit percentage-wise, and even dollar-wise in the pre-market, it had a tremendous rebound. So I was looking to maybe swing this one. So I wanted to give this a little bit more I am out of this one right down here, by the way. I'm out for 10 cents, 10-cent loss. So I am going to look at this again if it gets over 1140 and maybe look to get back in it. Maybe not today, of course. It looks like it's just going to keep drifting down, but we'll see what happens. So that really, I had a couple other little trades, but I don't really want to go over them. What I do want to do is give a couple of kudos to a Real, of course, one of the great posters in our room. He called this one pretty early. I'm not sure exactly when, but I think it was maybe around right here. He was looking at a cross of this one, and when you, come on, get out of the way. He was looking at a cross of this one, and when we're talking about the cross, we're talking about the 8 EMA crossing over the 20 SMA, and that's the EMA and that's the 20 SMA. I guess it happened maybe up around here too, but because we have pre-market data, it looks like it was right there. But anyway, the bottom line is that he called it, and it probably tacked on about $3 or $4 or $5. So just a tremendous call by Real in the room. And the other one was by Dusty, who is always making great calls in the room. This is another earnings play. He called this one very early. And this one basically just kept moving up and up and up until we had this pullback here. So a couple of kudos to Real and to Dusty in the room. And that is about it. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else I want to talk about. Not really. As I say, I had some other trades, but the options play, we had a lot in there. This one I actually didn't call in the room. I took this on my own. I hate to say it that it was just almost like a quick a scalp in this area, and this one just kept moving down, down, down. The reason I didn't call it is by the time I was looking at it and I took it, it took about a I don't know, 10-cent pop down. I just didn't feel like indicating after the fact. So I did mention it that look at this one, guys, and then I took it anyway. That one, and there was another one that actually this one is starting to get interesting again. I did take a short on this one. I took a short on this one right here. This was another one that pre-market activity. Look how far. This is way down. $18 on a percentage basis, down to $16.50, but a $2 drop. This is the pre-market, and then it recovered. Finally goes positive right here. Oh, a lot of people were in this one. One of the reasons I didn't hop on a lot of these is because, when I looked at the SPY, I tend to, especially on a weak stock, I tend to want to have the SPY in my favor. If you get a lot of stocks that will do this, but it's usually accompanied with a bit of a trend in the SPY, especially when the stock is weak to begin with. But you know what? That one just basically traded on its own, did not care what the SPY was doing, and kept moving up. I actually took a short on this one right about here. It moved down, or it actually was right, I guess it was right on this candle there. It moved down a little bit, and then it moved back up, and I got out of it. But anyway, actually, I'm sorry, it was on this candle because I was remarking the fact that, okay, it made it over 19. So it must have been on this candle right there, 1873. It moved down a little bit, and then it moved back up. So anyway, I might have to take a look at a short on this one if it breaks this once I get back into the room, because it was weak at one point. Let's not forget that. This is not necessarily, it's a strong stock right now, but it was very weak on earnings before. All right, so I want to get back into the room, so just want to bring back the screen capture program. There it is. So if you have any questions for me, again, if you want my options play magic, just ask for it. I'll be happy to send it off to you. And this is a free room. Truly no strings attached. There are no credit cards being asked for. All you have to do is sort of copy and paste that link. Go to that website. You'll be asked to give us your email. We'll then send you a form to fill out to create a password one time, and then that's it. And again, here's a subscription link, 15% off, instant promo code that is there. I'll open the room tomorrow at about 9 o'clock Eastern Time, get live on the mic at 9:05. So hope everybody has a great evening, and we'll see you in our trading room tomorrow. Bye-bye.